Hey everybody, I'm Spencer with Game Nerds, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Knarr from Pandasaurus Games, who has also partnered with us at Game Nerds to bring you this tutorial. In Knarr, you and up to 3 of your friends will each recruit a band of Vikings and send them exploring on your ships to discover new territories, and as a result, increase your fame and fortune. The objective of Knarr is to be the first player to reach or exceed 40 victory points. I'll get into the specifics of playing in a bit, but first, let's look at the setup. Place the board in the center of the playing area. The cards with the green backs and this symbol on the sail are the trading lands cards. Shuffle them together and place the deck face down above the board, or wherever you have room. Then reveal the first 3 cards. Follow the same steps for the Lands of Influence cards, which have blue backs and this symbol on the sail. These small icons are part of a universal system called ColorAdd, created to help with colorblind accessibility. You can find a link to ColorAdd's free color alphabet app in this video's description. Take the Viking cards and remove a certain amount based on the number of players. For 2-player games, remove the cards marked 3 and 4 at the bottom left. For 3 players, remove only the cards marked 4 at the bottom left. And in 4-player games, you don't remove any cards. Shuffle the remaining cards into a deck and place it face down below and to the left side of the board, and reveal the first 5 cards, each underneath a colored banner. Now the colors won't necessarily match. Give each player a ship sheet, 3 silver bracelet tokens, and 3 recruit tokens. Together as a group, decide if you want to use the normal or advanced side of the ships. The rulebook recommends the normal side for your first game. I'll point out the gameplay differences in just a bit. Players should now take their starting Viking cards and assets shown in the box below their ships. First, draw 2 Viking cards of different colors from the deck. If you draw a second card of the same color, just discard it and draw again. Place them face up in the area next to the ship called the crew zone. Then slide 1 recruit token and 1 silver bracelet token onto their matching sides of the boat. Next, take the 2 wooden tokens matching the color of each player's ship and place the round one on the starting space of the score track and the square one on the starting space of the reputation track. Each player should now draw 3 Viking cards from the deck to make up their starting hand. Finally, one player takes all of the colored destiny tokens of the ships in play and draws one at random to determine the starting player. With those steps complete, the game is ready. In Knarr, players take turns in a clockwise direction until the end of the game is triggered, which happens when a player reaches 40 victory points or more on the score track. On your turn, you will perform the following steps in order. 1. Reputation, and 2. Choose an action, either recruit or explore. Also, once per turn at the beginning or end of your action step, you may trade using your silver bracelets. I'll explain trading soon, but let's go over step 1 of a turn first. Reputation. Here, you'll simply move your scoring marker forward a number of spaces equal to the highest value that your reputation marker has reached. Now, at the beginning of the game, you won't earn any points in this phase, as your marker hasn't moved up enough spaces to reach the first value of 1. But, let's say later on in the game, white and red have advanced along the track. White would get 1 point because it is past the 1 value space, but behind the 2 value space. On their turn, the red player would earn 2 points because of their position. After recording your points from reputation, you must choose to either recruit or explore. When you recruit, a new Viking joins your crew zone. Your crew zone is a tableau made up of 5 columns for each of the 5 Viking colors. To recruit, choose a Viking from your hand and place it into the column of your crew zone made up of its color. Place Vikings of the same color on top of each other so that only the top part of the previous card is visible. After placing the Viking, take the assets shown at the top of every card in its column, including any assets on the card you just played. You may take these assets in any order you wish. The possible assets are: gain 1 victory point, move your token forward 1 on the score track, gain 1 recruit, add a recruit token to your ship. You may never have more than 3 of these. Gain 1 silver bracelet, add a silver bracelet token to your ship. You may never have more than 3 of these. Now, quick note about recruit and silver bracelet tokens. The 3 of each you begin with stay with you throughout the game. When you spend them, they are discarded off to the side of your ship, and when you gain them, you place them back onto your ship, available to be spent again. If you were to ever gain more than 3 of each of these tokens, the extras are lost. This symbol means to gain 1 reputation. Move your reputation token forward 1 space on the reputation track. And finally, draw the first Viking card from the deck and place it in your crew zone. In this instance, you do not gain any assets. After taking assets, you will then add to your hand the Viking card on the board that is in the space matching the color of the Viking you just played. In this example, if I play a yellow Viking to my crew zone, I would then take the card underneath the yellow space into my hand. If you have any recruit tokens available, you may instead spend one to take the Viking card of your choice, ignoring the color space above it. The last step of the recruit action is to replace the card you chose with the top card from the deck. If, in the highly unlikely event that there's nothing in the discard pile to reshuffle, the player or players with the most Viking cards in front of them must discard one of their choice. Instead of recruiting, you may explore as your action. To do this, choose one of the 6 face-up destination cards and pay its exploration cost. The exploration cost is shown at the top left of the card. The cost is discarding some combination of Vikings from your crew zone, not your hand. This destination card requires that I discard 3 purple and 2 red Vikings from my crew zone. The cost for this destination is 1 Viking of each color. For this destination, you must discard 3 cards that are not the same color. You may also spend 1 or more recruit tokens instead of Viking cards. Each token replaces any 1 card required for the cost. After paying the cost, take the destination card and place it above your ship. Immediately take the asset shown in the upper right corner of the destination card. These are the same types of assets you can get from recruiting as well. The last step of the exploring action is to replace the chosen destination card with a new one of the same type from the top of its deck. In addition to the action you chose, you may also spend your silver bracelets to trade. Trading can be done before or after your action, but only once per turn. When you trade, spend 1, 2, or 3 silver bracelets to gain the assets at the top of your ship and the bottom of your destination cards. Spend 1 bracelet and get the assets in the first column on the left. Spend 2 and collect the assets from the first and second columns. Finally, spend all 3 silver bracelets and get all assets from all 3 columns from your destination cards and ship. So, if in this example I trade, paying 1 silver bracelet, I'd get 1 recruit, 1 victory point, and draw 1 Viking card into my crew zone. By paying 2 silver bracelets, I'd add another victory point, an influence point, and a recruit. And of course, if I paid 3 silver bracelets, I'd get another recruit and another victory point. Now, as I mentioned during setup, if all players agree, you may choose to play on the advanced side of the ship boards. These change up the rewards provided at the top of each board. Rather than the standard recruit asset, you'll receive a victory point and silver bracelet when you trade. Once your turn is complete, it's now the turn of the player to your left. You'll continue going around and around the table until one player reaches 40 or more victory points. Finish the current round, ending with the player to the right of whoever took the first turn of the game, so that everyone has played an equal number of turns. Whoever has the most points on the score track wins. If there's a tie, the player with the most recruits and silver bracelets wins. The last thing I want to cover is the optional variant artifacts. To play with artifacts, shuffle the artifact cards, reveal one, and put the others back in the box. After a player's action, if they meet the condition on the artifact card, they get the reward. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to explain each card, just refer to the last page of the rulebook for details. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions about anything I covered here, please leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the Game Nerdz YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Spencer, and I want to thank you so much for watching.